a $5 sweater, a $2 pair of shoes.
Temu is currently under investigation by the US government.
It's been the app of the moment because it sells cheaper products to people from the internet.
I started talking about it. All of a sudden, those ads, they're showing up on my phone.
Don't go anywhere, because we're about to discuss an app that skyrocketed to global fame faster than Amazon did. Welcome to Temu, the app promising you everything for little or nothing. But what if behind those jaw-dropping prices lies a story of hidden costs, questionable ethics, and environmental destruction? Pay close attention, because today we're ripping open the orange tape on Temu. And together, we're going to find out how Temu became the Postal Service's biggest nightmare. Temu was born in Boston in 2022, but its roots lie deep in China. Its parent company, PDD Holdings, is also the force behind Pinduoduo, one of the largest e-commerce platforms in the world.
It is a very secretive business by nature, by culture. They tend not to give too much away on earnings calls and such.
Unlike traditional retailers, Temu didn't crawl, it sprinted into the spotlight.
They spent, so I've been told, $15 million to run these ads. And, at first I thought it looked like it belonged on a children's show because it was, very catchy. But then when you realize that little catchy tune is in your head, it's really subliminal.
With a $14 million Super Bowl ad, Temu exploded onto the scene. It wasn't just another shopping app, it was the app. Within months, it outpaced Amazon and Walmart in app downloads and captured a global audience hungry for bargains. But why is everything so cheap? That's where things get wicked. Temu's strategy is brilliantly simple. Eliminate the middleman. Instead of sourcing products from third-party sellers, Temu works directly with manufacturers in China. By cutting out distributors, it slashes costs, but that's just the start.
It's called the de minimis entry, and it's a provision under US law that allows packages valued at less than $800 to enter the country tariff-free and under a quicker and streamlined process.
Ever heard of the de minimis rule? In the US, goods valued under $800 don't pay import taxes. Temu exploits this loophole by shipping millions of small packages directly to consumers, bypassing hefty tariffs and passing the savings or part of them onto you. And once in the US, Temu leans heavily on the Postal Service thanks to international agreements. It pays rock-bottom rates for last-mile delivery. These rates, similar to what giants like Amazon pay, give Temu a massive cost advantage over local retailers. But critics argue this system is outdated and unfair to domestic businesses.
American companies can't be expected to compete against foreign firms who turn a blind eye to forced labor and dodge our import taxes.
Temu's supply chain is under fire for potential ties to forced labor in Xinjiang, China. Excuse me if I didn't say that right. But picture this, you're scrolling Temu thinking you're getting the deal of the century, but what you don't see are the kids. Yes, the kids working in dangerous conditions in factories overseas.
Rotherton Bunch says most of the apparel stems from the Xinjiang province, an area where the U.S. State Department says there's a genocide happening. Members of the Muslim minority Uyghur population, often forced into prison and labor camps, produce the very goods that enter the U.S. through the apps.
According to human rights watchdogs, some of Temu's suppliers may be tied to the use of child labor, especially in regions with weak labor laws. And before you think, oh, it's just an oversight, let me remind you, this isn't just about oversight, it's about outright exploitation. Factories producing goods for these ultra cheap retailers have been documented to employ children in hazardous environments, often for shockingly low rates. And it's not like Temu can play dumb here. They're a multi-billion-dollar company with every resource to audit their supply chain. But are they doing it? That's the question. But here's the kicker. In some cases, these kids are making products for literal pennies. That $3 gadget that you just bought, it might have cost a kid their health, their education, and their childhood. And for what? so you can get a cheap deal while they bear the brunt of modern day slavery. And before anyone says, well, isn't this illegal? Yeah, technically, but enforcement, that's a whole nother story. Companies like Temu operate in jurisdictions where labor laws are either non-existent or poorly enforced. They can claim ignorance and point fingers at suppliers, but the money trail tells a different story. Temu gets to market itself as the Robin Hood of retail, bringing bargains to the masses while turning a blind eye to the exploitation fueling those deals. And here's the punchline. Every time you check out on Temu, you're essentially co-signing this whole system. But the controversy doesn't stop at labor. Let's talk about your data. When you download Temu, you're essentially handing over your entire digital life. This app doesn't just ask for the basics like your email or shipping address. Oh no, that would be too simple. It wants access to your location, your phone's activity, your device details, and probably your childhood diary if it could get its hands on it. And the craziest part, people agree to this without blinking, really. Why? Because they're too busy chasing that 99-cent lampstand. But here's where it gets sketchy. Temu's parent company, PDD Holdings, has been accused of engaging in some serious, innovative data practices. For example, its sister app, Pinduoduo, was caught embedding malware into users' phones. Malware that allowed it to track keystrokes, copy keyboard data, copy clipboard data, and monitor other apps. Yes, you heard that right. Full-on spyware vibes, right? So let me ask you this. If Pinduoduo did it, do you think Temu isn't taking notes? Sure, Temu denies these allegations, claiming they're all about delivering better shopping experiences. But let's be real. What does your exact GPS location have to do with buying $2 leggings? Unless those leggings need to be airdropped into your balcony, the answer is absolutely nothing. And let's not forget the bigger picture. Temu's parent company is headquartered in China, where data privacy laws are, let's just say, flexible. Critics argue that data collected by apps like Temu could end up in the hands of the Chinese government. Temu, of course, denies this, but let's be honest. When you're shipping millions of packages for pennies, something else is paying the bills. And my guess is, it's your data. Then there's the environmental toll. Many of Temu's products are made from cheap synthetic materials designed to be disposable. These aren't just bad for the planet, they're dangerous for you and your family. But despite its controversies, Temu's marketing machine is unstoppable. Spoiler alert, it wasn't because their $1 earbuds are revolutionizing the tech world. No, this is a masterclass in digital manipulation. So how does a random e-commerce app from 2022 go viral on platforms like TikTok and Instagram? The short story, money, manipulation, and marketing magic. Temu has recruited over 1,600 influencers to flood your feeds with haul videos. You've seen them, right?
Temu did reach out to partner with me, so I am so happy to say that yes, this content is sponsored by Temu.
OMG, I bought 15 items for $12. It's like watching a magician pull bargains out of thin air. But the trick is all in the marketing. These influencers aren't just creating content, they're part of a well-oiled machine. Temu's algorithmic approach ensures these videos hit all the right dopamine triggers.
Thanks to Temu for sponsoring this video. Temu, one of the most popular shopping platforms ever.
Bright colors, check. Big numbers slashed into tiny prices, check. A never-ending promise of savings that keep you hooked. Double check. And here's where it gets genius or insidious, depending on how you see it. Temu doesn't just rely on influencers, it uses you to do the heavy lifting. It gives you free coupons for sharing links, encourages you to spin wheels for discounts, and basically rewards you for roping in your friends. The result, a viral feedback loop where users are literally paying Temu in free advertising. It's like a pyramid scheme, but instead of selling juice cleansers, you're hawking $3 blenders. The hashtag Temu has over 1 billion views on TikTok. 1 billion. That's the kind of clout most companies would sell their souls for. And Temu, they're leveraging it to dominate. This isn't just marketing, it's psychological warfare. They know you'll see that haul video, download the app, and start hunting for deals like it's a treasure map. And before you know it, you're hooked. But here's the dark side. Temu's rise isn't organic. It's carefully engineered to exploit your FOMO, your addiction to deals, and your love of content that looks too good to be true. And let's not forget the influencers cashing in while turning a blind eye to the questionable labor practices and environmental costs fueling those hauls. Temu isn't just selling products, it's selling an addictive experience. Gamified shopping, free coupons, and flash sales keep users hooked. For Gen Z, this mix of entertainment and affordability is irresistible, but is the dopamine rush worth the cost? And Temu isn't just competing, it's flipping the script. While Amazon focuses on convenience and Shein on fashion trends, Temu is winning the price war. But here's the catch. This race to the bottom is unsustainable. Let's put this into perspective. Temu isn't just competing with Amazon or Shein, it's undercutting them in a way that would make Jeff Bezos sweat. By exploiting trade loopholes, skimping on import taxes, and leveraging rock-bottom labor costs, Temu has created a model that makes it nearly impossible for local retailers to compete. So here's the billion-dollar question. How sustainable is Temu's model? Because right now, it's all about growth. Hooking users, flooding markets, and dominating with prices no one can touch. But as regulators start closing loopholes and consumers wake up to the hidden costs, this house of cards might come tumbling down faster than you can say free shipping. And actually, it's happening now. This company sees days of billions of dollars lost as of today. Temu is facing increased pressure, but can it adapt without losing its cost advantage? Or will its model collapse under mounting scrutiny? Temu isn't just a shopping app, it's a mirror reflecting the dark side of globalization. Let's keep asking the tough questions. And remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. And one thing that would be good for me would be if you guys like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'm working hard to give you guys content like this, and I thoroughly enjoy it, and I thoroughly enjoy you guys' comments. If you think this is wild, check out the Amazon video. It'll be up here somewhere. See you guys next time.